What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? It's Marco Flores, and today we finna predict the Teofimo versus Kambosis fight. Look, first thing is first. I want to make it clear that Teofimo doesn't get the respect that he deserves. Tell me, technically, he's not undisputed, but he should be undisputed, right? We'll go into that right now. He beat the man Lomachenko, who, let's not forget, a year ago nobody wanted to fight. Like, why is nobody saying that? Nobody really wanted to fight Lomachenko, except for who was I think, look, objectively, yeah, Haney was calling out Lomachenko, but he didn't get the fight. Teofimo got the fight, right? And he was going in as the underdog. A lot of people thought Lomachenko and Loma was going as the favorite, a big favorite. And Teofimo, a lot of people thought this was going to be like Fernando Vargas versus Tito Trinidad. Inexperienced against a Hall of Famer, just like Floyd and Canelo. A lot of people thought that. And a lot of people are trying to downgrade Lomachenko, disparage Lomachenko for what he's accomplished. Lomachenko has amazing skills. He has great skills. Great. Lomachenko, come on, man. In 3 fights, he beats Gary Russell Jr., an undefeated Gary Russell. Then right after Gary Russell, he fights this guy who's from Thailand, who's 51-1, never been knocked out. So that's a tough fight already. In the fourth fight, a guy with 50 plus fights. Then he beats Walter after Walter had beat Donaire. Nobody wanted to fight Walter, the Axeman, and Loma stops him. And then he fights Sosa right after Sosa stops Fortuna. Nobody wants to fight Fortuna right now. Loma did it like 2-3 years ago. Then he fights Rigo. Rigo right after Rigo had knocked out Moses. Even though it was a no contest, Rigo knocked him out cold. Then he fights Linares after Linares beats Mercedo Gesta, Luke Campbell, Corolla. Like, tell me that's not a resume. Then he beats Pedraza. Pedraza's solid as fuck. And then he beats Luke Campbell. And then even after the Teofimo fight, he fights Nakatani after Nakatani beats Felix Verdejo in an upset. So it's just like let this make sense. Like let's let it make sense. Like, a lot of people are trying to disparage Lomachenko and take that away from Teofimo. Teofimo probably has the best win out of all these, has the best win out of all these prospects, and he should be regarded as top five within the top 5 pound for pound, just over with that win. Lomachenko was, I'd say you had to give it to him in the top 3. It's Crawford. I would say the first is Crawford. Maybe Tio or Canelo. It's all, obviously it's subjective, but the resumes speak for itself. So I just want to say that a lot of people failed to give Teofimo his credit. Kambosis is skilled. I just don't think that he has enough pop to keep Teofimo off of him. I know he sparred Pacquiao. He beat Mickey Bay. That's a good credible win. But I just don't see that I don't think he has enough power to keep Teofimo off of him. And I don't think he's as skilled as Lomachenko. So I feel like Teofimo should get a late knockout. Even though we've been hearing that he has an injury. I don't know if it's a hand injury or a rib injury. I don't know. But it should be a late knockout by Teofimo. And I just want to clear up something also. Like, I look, if you go objectively and you look at, like I said, he's technically not the undisputed champion, but he should be. Look, Devin fought Linares, right? That's look. I don't even like Devin at all, but you got to give the guy credit. Like the Linares fight, Linares is a solid puncher, and he has fucking power. Like, even if imagine if you're gonna go spar Linares, like you gotta be ready to not get your head fucking hit, cause Linares is fast, sharp, and he has power. And it's like you go in there, and it's like with a guy like with so much experience like Linares, you're gonna get hit. And Devin showed a good chin, and he outboxed Linares. And I thought it was a performance, and it's a solid win for him. Like if you look at Ryan, I think fuck him and Ryan and Linares, that still would have been a tough ass fight. That's why Golden Boy was trying to like not rush Ryan into the Linares fight, because it's smart. Why would you want to put your prospect in there with Linares? Linares is a puncher. He could really ruin your chance. He could really beat a prospect. You get me? Even though probably Ryan would be the favorite because Ryan has power as well. I would just say probably that Linares is sharper. Ryan probably has more power, uh, but Linares has more skill. But probably now that fight will be easier for Ryan because Linares is coming from back to back losses. But that's a whole nother story. Shout out Ryan, and the mental issues, that's real. People don't talk about that shit. That's real. That's real. Boxing is nothing to play with. Boxing will put you all the way at the top mentally, and sometimes you'll feel at the very bottom. Yeah, and Ryan could fight his ass off too. Ryan's. I feel like people don't know how good Ryan really is because of his social media clout. That has nothing to do with his skill. He has a lot of skill. He has a lot of skill that people don't know about. But late stoppage by Teofimo tonight. Well, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Yeah.